What's up, guys? We are live once again.
Yay!
How's everybody doing? Let it congregate just a minute. Let everybody get on here. Give them a chance to get on before we get started with our conversation. Talking to you guys.
Hi.
Hi. What's up, Darius and Hannah and Megan and everybody?
Yeah, good luck.
Everybody jumping on there super fast. Hello.
I'm so excited.
All right. All right, there we go. Jumping up there. So if you see from the thumbnail there, that was some technical stuff, guys. There you go. That cool? That's my official banner for this one. So we want to do these a little more often, talking about specifics, and this is the first one we wanted to discuss because it's come up recently. But the first one is going to be on autistic stimming. All right. So we want to kind of topic with this as best as possible. You know, there's some times that we're going to veer from this with other things that are related to it. Okay?
Let's just.
I am being honest. I'm being honest. That's what the plan is here. A little disclaimer though, okay, guys? A little disclaimer. Hold on a second piece of official paper. We are not doctors. We are not therapists. We are not psychiatrists. Okay?
We're just parents.
Just parents. Just want to
Thank
make
you, guys.
Make that very. All right. Okay, so we are going to be kind of looking through your questions and comments. Did see this, Skyla? Hi. We're going to be looking through your questions and comments, and kind of bouncing off things off of you guys, and trying to keep the direction of conversation going based on your thoughts, your opinions, your questions. But we did want to kind of follow a format here, so that's what we're doing. Okay.
Not date night. We just finished filming a Pots, Pans, and Priscilla episode.
I woke up like this. What are you talking about?
Well, I did not wake up like this.
No. We went bowling today. You guys will see that in the next vlog and the vlog tomorrow. But we went bowling today with other parents from Abby's school. We do that monthly together that Priscilla organizes. So we just, we were out of the house. I wear button-down shirts sometimes. We all talk about date night.
You so fancy.
All right. So here we go, guys. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about autistic stimming and our thoughts on it, what our views are, what the public thinks of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so first and foremost, you guys know we are big ABA proponents. We are for ABA therapy. That's something that we support, something that we are very much a part of. You've seen lots of videos. The challenge here, the I guess controversial part, is that ABA therapy doesn't necessarily support stimming behaviors. Not across the board. I'm not saying that for all ABA therapists. I know I've seen a couple people say, a couple people here talk about I am an ABA therapist, which that's great because I would love to share with you as parents, you being a therapist. So, and if you guys have any questions for Isaiah, he is right here. He is kind of monitoring the background on his laptop. So
hey everybody,
he's back there. Abigail has gone up to bed. It is her bedtime. She's had a great day. Just very active, very well. You might hear her in the background. She's been yelling all day, so she's gonna probably yell for a bit. She's not asleep in a few minutes. We're going to bring her in.
We can look at her
regardless.
on our camera. I'm going to check that out real quick.
Yeah. She gets tired and we take her upstairs and like, oh, here's bed. And then, oh, wait.
She's like, oh,
woo,
bed.
Party. So we'll see how she does. Reagan said the audio is going in and out. Anybody else having issues with the audio? Let's see if anybody else is having issues with it. Yes. Okay, everybody else is going in and out as well. Let me, okay. I got it. Audio's crap. Got it. I got it. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. All right. Bear with me. I'm cover your ears. This might be terrible. It might be okay. I don't know.
There's lag.
I'm basically pulling this ear right now. Audio better?
It's blurry.
Audio's fine. So, it's not at all on our end. So it could just be It could just be speeds that we're facing here, guys. Hard to say. Hard to say. But you can see us and everything else. Okay, so we're going to go with just stock audio here. Go that way. Okay, here we go. All right, so as far as our, and you feel free to cut me off at any time if I'm words, okay? I know you will. Our view on stimming behaviors, autistic stimming, and as it relates to being able to learn and take things in and be a part of society and everything else. I guess the general consensus that we have is if with her stimming or you feel like her stimming is inappropriate or not socially acceptable, you can pack sand because we don't really care. That's not
right.
It's
better than that. We're okay.
That's what we're thinking.
That's not what I'm thinking at all. That's what he thinks.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's saying that the audio is worse. It's lagging, skipping.
Okay, I don't know.
It's not working right. Focus.
Well, it's not a focus issue.
They may have it automatically put to 360p. You may need to turn your quality up.
Let me check on this, guys. Bear with me here.
Hold on, guys. Okay, some people are saying it's fine.
Yeah. Audio is fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so the audio is fine with some people and not okay with other people, then it's your settings on your end. It's also video be your settings on your end. If you're on your phone, you can hit little 3 dots up in the right-hand corner, and you can actually change your video quality. That's like a lot of you guys are saying it's blurred. Change your video quality. It could be your internet speeds. It could have a lot to do with it. So, yeah, I'm hearing myself talk right now. Because I'm actually checking in on another device, and everything's okay. How's your video quality on yours over there? Yeah, usable. Okay.
So.
Yeah, go to hit quality right there.
Yeah.
You're already on 720p. Okay. I don't know. We look like
Lego people.
What's the game, Isaiah?
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Thank you. We look like Minecraft on our end.
Anything we can do?
Nope, nothing I can do at this point.
Okay.
We're into it. Into it. Nothing we can do. All right. Yep. Can't make any changes. Okay. Okay, we are back. We're going to try this, guys, and see if it's gonna work for us.
It's definitely not our Wi-Fi. It's not on our end.
There we go.
Is it working?
Yeah, there's been. I looked it up. There's been issues with YouTube, so this is actually way better.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, better on everything. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we.
Yeah, we've done. It's not on our.
It's not Wi-Fi, guys. It's YouTube.
Yep.
That's what it is. Okay, so let's get in before we get knocked off again from live.
Thank you for the super chat. We didn't get to see who it was because we got knocked off. But
Isaiah, you should pull up all the super. Let us know if we lose one.
It's someone who's commented up or super chat a lot before. I know that.
Okay. Well, if you let us know who it is, I would appreciate it. All right. We're
All
not
right.
pixelated anymore. Yes. Okay. So talking about stimming in ABA therapy, stimming in the public, things like that. Okay. So as far as stimming behaviors are concerned, we're not against. Like we don't restrict stimming. We don't try to extinct stimming behaviors as long as they're not self-injurious.
Right.
We don't want her to hurt herself. Just Gil, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate that, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. You definitely don't have to do that. We're just sharing info with you and whatnot. So, okay. Looking at, some of the behaviors that she has, like right now she's doing yelling. Today has been yelling all day long.
Yeah.
And if we're in the middle of a conversation, so she puts her arm up to her face to yell. She does it like why? I think it's maybe an echo she gets off of her
It's
arm.
definitely the echo, I think.
So she puts her arm up to her face and she yells. And, when she does that, conversation will pull her arm down, she stops yelling.
Right.
And we don't look at that as stim suppression. Sometimes we'll just stop talking until she's done yelling. So that's the only time, other than her self-injurious stims, that's the only time that we really stop her from stimming. I can't think of any others. You guys might know, if you've been with us for a long time, that she has a sweatshirt that she wears that bending her elbows up to get her hands up to her mouth. She can still move her arms around inside of the tubes, but she can't herself, because the gagging thing is
Right.
is a major issue for her. So that obviously can hurt her, and it's not good for her. Thank you, Chad. We appreciate the super chat. Appreciate that.
Thinking about this subject, thank you for all you do for the autism community, and most of all, thank you for turning Abby into a worldwide inspiration for all of us. Love is everywhere. Love 7.
I
So
appreciate
thank
it. Thanks
you.
a lot, bud.
Thank you to you and Chase.
Yep. So I guess the controversial part comes to when it comes to ABA therapy, because we do support ABA therapy, right? So this is hard, because therapists before that have come in, new therapists into Abby's life, and some do work around the idea of extincting stimming behavior.
They do, but it's never been an issue, because we right away say
It's not an issue for us, but
No.
a lot of parents don't come into it and go, okay, and this is what you're not going to do. I mean, we're not that harsh about it. We're not that coarse about it.
I'm not.
I am. But a lot of parents don't. I don't know, to the ABA world, if you're new to autism, even, you may come in there a little more sheepish.
Yeah, but some parents don't want their kids stimming.
Mhm.
So then there's
That's true.
that.
That's true. That's a big thing, is parents don't want their kids
Right.
stimming.
So
I cannot. And maybe, okay, so if you guys are on the other side of the fence from us, I totally understand, where you're coming from as far as having a differing opinion. I just don't understand why. Understand why you would have that opinion.
Right.
So if you could explain that to us, that would be great. I would greatly appreciate that information, because the only thing that I can see is because it's not normal behavior, and that I wouldn't be cool with, right?
right.
If it's just to make Abigail fit in better in public, I don't know that I would. That's not something I would be okay with.
Well, just commented here. Crystal Bodson said, "Stimming as a child is okay, but as an adult, it gets hard to get by in the community for getting a job."
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, but at the same time, Abigail, okay, I can tell you, if you try to suppress her, you try to get her to stop stimming, whatever the task is that you're trying to get her to do or focus on, she is not going to focus on that until she gets that taken care of. And a lot of kids that I've seen, and I mean, we've been around a lot of kids with autism, they need help. That's what occupational with, as far as sensory diets. They need help with getting that stimulatory behavior help, like to get control of it. Does not need help. She can handle all of that on her own. So if you're trying to get her to focus on something, she is not going to focus until she gets taken care of.
Right.
I don't know. What's up?
Nothing. I was checking something here. Okay.
Guys, we can't help, like, this is a YouTube issue. We've looked it up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about this quality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Somebody asked Emily Stinnett, sorry, does sugar increase her stimming? So I know that the biomedical, holistic side of autism all believe that yeast feeds from sugar, right? And that increases stimming behaviors. So they try to suppress it with diet. Abigail stemmed.
Yeah.
Even when she was on the gluten casein free diet, she stemmed.
Right.
So I don't know that has anything to do with it.
Right.
You're thinking about something else, I can tell.
I agree with you. It's we did try diets and things like that. So
Pronounced her name. It's Jill.
Jillian.
It's Jill.
Jill.
It's pronounced as Jill, even though it's written Gillian.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Jillian.
Jillian.
That's what it says, Jillian.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I
with a G.
said. I said that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I got something incoming from Patreon. Let me see what we got here. Melanie, trying to play or get into the live stream and super chat again, but it won't let me do it either. Okay. I don't know.
Can you send the link?
Yeah, I'll send a link to her.
Okay. Emily, were you the one that sent us the super chat when we went offline? Who it was from? I noticed there's more stimming on days when there hasn't been a whole lot of. That's from Melissa Markey.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that if you just do a Google search, and I did this earlier just so I could you guys what I found. If you do a Google search for self stimulatory behavior, that's what stimming is short for. You're going to come up with a lot of documents about suppressing behavior. A lot of documents by ABA therapists, things like that. One of the methods for stim suppression is exercise. And I don't know. I don't like calling that stim suppression because exercise it's if you provide a sensory diet for
Right.
people on the spectrum, then that's going to reduce stimming, self-stimulatory behavior because they're getting that sensory input that their body craves. And that's what a lot of and I don't know if we did a very good job because we're messing with the quality and everything else and the stuff that doesn't matter. Well, if you guys can't hear us, I guess that matters, but hopefully you can hear us well enough. Okay, to explain this as far as our theory on why Abby stims, there's toss around a couple ideas here. So one, it's kind of like a drug. Stimming, the one idea is that stimming creates a almost like a euphoric sensation, okay? And that euphoric sensation is what she craves, so that's why she stims. That's one idea in the science world. Is that she stims to suppress other stimulation. So if she's overstimulated by the brightness of a light, she'll do her yelling stim. She's getting that echo off of her arms, and she's hearing her. So her hearing sensation is helping to reduce the impact of the bright lights.
Right.
Okay. Yes, Neil K. It's not exercise is not suppression; it's redirection. It is. They do talk about it, in those documents of it being suppression. So that's the idea there. That's what we kind of lean towards. A lot of times when Abigail's stimming, some of it might be the endorphins. She just likes it. Other times it's gonna kind of cancel out those other inputs, the stimulatory inputs, right?
Right.
Okay. So we're on the same page as far as that. For one, agree on something. I'm
Can
just
you believe
joking.
it?
We agree all the time. Okay. So based on that information, would help.
Yes. Which is what they do. So at school, what they try to do before they give Abigail like a new task or a task that's difficult, they will take her to the sensory room and kind of let her get all of that out.
Right.
Because she pretty much, she doesn't stop moving ever, I don't think. But they can tell when she's heightened. And so they know she's been there 4 years now. They know that they're not going to get any work out of her. And I say work, but it's loose. Work is a loose term. Like just getting her to be able to function on a day-to-day basis. So I love that can sense that and that they have the resources available to let her do that.
Right. They don't do sitting in your chair, reinforce not stimming. You know, if
Right.
Abigail's able to suppress that on her own, they don't sit there and reinforce that behavior. You know, and try to work her out. You know, her need for that sensory input. And I think that's the wrong thing to do. Again, this is our opinion. I mean, in case you guys missed it earlier, okay, we're not doctors, therapists, or anything. Okay, so you know, understand that this is just our opinion, but I think it's wrong to expect Abigail not to stim. It in a lot of ways, sometimes it is the endorphins, but a lot of ways it's her way of coping with the world. It's her way of coping with the loud noises and the bright lights, and you know, she won't wear sunglasses. She has the bend in her neck that you guys have noticed oftentimes because she has her head down all the time. Because she goes out in the sunlight and she doesn't like the sunlight and she doesn't like bright lights and she doesn't like, you know.
But out there, sunglasses or the headphones, they just don't work for her.
Right.
So she finds her own way to cope,
Yeah.
and that's okay. Now, as far as being and allowing her to stim, yes, we do. But you know, I know we had a vlog not too long ago where she was doing the yelling stim in the restaurant, and we don't want to stop her from doing that. But at the same time, it's not fair for us to let everybody else's meal, you know, have to deal with that yell. It's
Right.
not a little yell.
Okay.
Like it's
So it's no different. I don't think it's no different than babies crying, right?
right.
I mean, when the kids cried, you know, you guys probably did too. When your kids cried when they were babies, you would take them out of a place. You know, take them to a more confined area where they can get the cry, or you can help them through that cry.
Right.
You know, it's so that you're not disturbing everybody else, and that's totally fine. It's not us being ashamed or walking away from the situation. You know, because we're embarrassed. I've never been embarrassed of Abigail stimming. I have felt, you know, oh, you know, I feel bad that I'm disrupting these people. I guess, but on their behalf, like I don't. Does that make sense? I don't feel bad for. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's different than being embarrassed, guys. It's just different.
It's not embarrassment. You just don't want to, like, want someone else's meal to be ruined, or at the same time I want them to be respectful of Abigail and the fact that she does have special needs, and so that does make it, but it still doesn't give her a free pass to just for us to go, sorry, it's just autism, deal
Yeah.
with it, like you know, because you can't be rude. You want to, that's just not
Like autism in your face, stranger. Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I mean, a little, like, you know, just know when you those boundaries.
Yeah, for sure. Angela Brother said, late to the party, sorry, how's the family? You don't have to shout me out, just want to support you. So we will not shout you out for that amazing, Angela. Thank you so much.
It's Joey's World said, I think you guys are just trying to be considerate of others.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
true. It's Joey's world.
Yeah. I mean, that's just nature. You're just, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Next are asked, why does she bend her hand back to her wrist? Doesn't it hurt her? No, she's very, very flexible because of the stimming. You know, she's always done, like, we can't duplicate it, but
It's like the
pretzel we call
it.
we can't duplicate it because our bones don't bend that way. But you know, I mean, like anybody else, if you practice at bending and being flexible, you'll be flexible. So she's always, you know, she's 12 and she can still like pull her foot up to her face. Like, I mean, she's put her foot over her head, no problem. I mean, and she'll probably always be able to do that because she does part of her stimming. You know, she breaks couches. We go through couches, like you guys probably know if you've been. Wow, we've gone through a lot of couches. She breaks couches, and from stimming, from rocking. I couldn't imagine ever stopping her. No,
Right.
You know, like it's. I mean, come on, that's.
Although you feel like you're gonna get motion sickness when
Yeah,
you sit on the
you can't
couch
sit on the same
next to her.
couch as her.
It's rough. Okay, we have to.
Go ahead.
Autumn Rogers, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing people. I'm thankful for getting to know more about the spectrum. So thank you. Well, Autumn, thank you for your. That's so sweet. You want to do the next one?
Sure. This just from
You missed this one.
I did.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't have much, but I wanted to thank and support you guys, especially having a daughter with autism. I felt alone. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Crystal.
in love.
So we appreciate that.
And then Crystal
That's one of the reasons
Bodson.
that we're here for, is that parental support. So.
Yep. Crystal Bodson, thank you for your. You guys are so sweet.
Very nice. Unnecessary completely. We wanna talk about this stuff and help and
Megan Warwick, are there any meds that help as Abby? Asking because of my 4-year-old. So Abigail takes meds to help her sleep. She takes one med to help with kind of anxiety, just to take the edge off during the day. I think some days it works better than others as far as that one's concerned. There's no med for autism. So, but we did try the natural route. That didn't work for her. And so we did have to go with meds to help her sleep at night because nobody was getting sleep and it was not fun.
So I guess my question would be for you, what meds for sleeping or meds for stimming or what are your
because like I said, from what we understand, there are no meds to help, but I know that the biomedical world believes if you change diet, that helps. Like I said, we did gluten casein free for a year. Abigail does not have gut issues like a lot of kids on the spectrum, and it any of her behaviors. So we decided not to go that route any longer.
Yeah. Heather Fly. Oh, Isaiah, go get mom's keys.
Okay.
I just missed. What did Heather Fly say?
CBD oil has helped my daughter sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So some people are talking about aromatherapy and CBD oil and things like that. All of those are certainly options. I would not try them for sure. Just like anything else, just like anything else. Give them a shot. Okay. Talk about the meds as far as, so if you're talking about, because I didn't see her answer there, but if you're talking about meds for stim suppression, again, that's muddy because it's like, okay, are you suppressing the stims because you're function, or decreasing the stims because you're increasing sensory input? Because it's got to be one or the other. Decreasing the need for it or increasing sensory input so they get that satisfaction. So it's one or the other. So that's tough. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would medicate Abigail necessarily for stim suppression.
There's no medicines for stim suppression.
They do it.
I'm going to say because think about it. Okay.
I'm just saying. Look, I will fight you. I am telling you.
I will fight you.
People do use medication for stim suppression.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you that there can't be a medicine for stim suppression. Think about it. We all have stims.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that, but I think you do. No, just kidding. We all have stims. Think if you play with your hair, if you bite your fingernails, if you tap.
Excuse me, but you nails. She bit her nails too, just like I did. But now she gets her nails done.
If you click your fingers, if you click a pin cap, all things are stimming behaviors.
Right.
You may not think of it like that, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you.
I got to show you guys this real.
Fine.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
I'm still online. I got to show you guys this real quick. This is a keychain. Heather Fly made these keychains for us. It was amazing. I love it. We love it. Thank you so much. She sent us those.
Oh
What's
my gosh,
that?
we have okay, hold on. Dave Pack sharing Abby and autism awareness with us. Asa, here's a little something for the drone fund.
Ha! Yeah, high five, Dave. I love how much you educate others on different aspects of autism. I'm an ABA therapist going to school to become a BCBA. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Monica. Monica, if you could weigh anything from this, because people have asked, and you may not care. I don't know. You didn't ask this question. Other ABA therapists have asked us, what would be, your opinion, or what would you say to me as an ABA therapist, as a parent? What would your suggestion be as going to school? Listen to your parents. What?
Oh.
Listen, not to your parents. Listen to the parents of the children. Everybody
Your
else knows what I was
clients.
talking about. Yeah, listen to the parents of your clients. Be receptive and be open-minded. That's what I would say. There's more to this world than ABA when it comes to autism. So keep that in mind. And I know we say that as huge proponents of ABA therapy.
Yeah. Kat Mack, I love you all so much. I work at a California autism center. I enjoy your vlogs and hope to meet you all. I love that you keep it real. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so. Ouch! I got that high five to the face.
All right. What else do we need to cover on ABA or on stimming? So that's again, guys. I would love to know your opinion. After this video is over, it's hard for us to keep up in the chat, in the live chat. But after this video is over, I would really appreciate it if you guys would comment down below, maybe your opinions on stim suppression, on stimming in public. I don't know. Have you ever, if you don't have a child with autism, if you're one of those many people that follow us, but you don't, anybody with autism in your life, what would you think if you were in a restaurant with Abigail, Abigail yelling and carrying on and stuff like that? Cassandra asked if there's any gagging lately. Yes, there was gagging tonight. Actually, she put on her tubes for just a few minutes. Those deal. Then they came back off. It's been like that for a while now. She'll do it like once every other day or once a day. So that's really good. Hopefully, that is one of those things that we extinct. Kayla said, I have autism. Kayla, we would also like to hear from people with autism.
Yep.
Autistic community about your stims, about your experience, in public maybe, or anything like that. We would love to hear about that. I'd love to have that conversation down in the comments after this video posts up there. So
a couple people also asked about where they could contact you for like more personal questions. So
well, there's a few options there, guys. You have to understand that on Twitter and Instagram, DMs and stuff like that, I get tons and tons of messages every day. I don't have a chance to see them, let alone reply to all of them. It's tough. You can definitely send them to us there, but I will do my best if it's something that we can help you with. We're actually doing. We got a one-on-one video chat with somebody coming up over on Patreon. That's an option if Okay, so let me explain how Patreon works a little bit. Patreon is a monthly thing. Basically you get billed monthly. It's not very much money. What is it? It starts off at $2.
Yeah.
And then goes up to.
I pay $2.
Priscilla's a patron.
I'm a Patreon.
That's so dumb that you pay. She's my
He
first
won't
Patreon.
He won't let me see this stuff if I don't pay.
She's my first Patreon supporter.
I wanted to be his first supporter.
She wanted to support me. But okay, so here's the thing. If you want to try out Patreon, have that one-on-one contact with us. That is an option. On one of the tiers on Patreon. Try it out. If you don't like it, cancel it. It's not gonna charge you anything. They charge you like. So there you go. Yeah, there's a little. I just let you in on a cheat. You want to have that one-on-one convo with us?
Heather Fly said, I want a one-on-one chat so we could just talk about our daughters. That sounds awesome.
Let's do it.
Everybody say hi to Summer. She's on here. She can see you guys.
Summer.
Let's see.
I gotta put my thumb over your face, guys, because my other phone died here, so.
Okay, everybody's saying hi to Summer.
Okay.
Is live streaming stressful for you?
Not really.
It's not stressful.
I hate it when the quality sucks, because that's my gig. Is I hate that. It drives me crazy.
I want to try to answer every question, but by so fast that it's just hard. We do have a Facebook. It's Fathering Autism. Yeah. What else?
Do you think you would still be doing YouTube if Abby didn't have autism? I don't think we would have gotten into YouTube. Probably. I don't know that we would. Just because we wouldn't. If we'd have known about it, like if I'd have known that this was, because I think our family's amazing with or without autism. I do. My family members, I love You guys are
Aw,
incredible.
thanks.
I mean, you guys have seen Pots, Pans, and Priscilla, right? I mean, she's incredible.
If you haven't,
she's,
you're missing out.
She's
We
so
have
entertaining.
fun
Like
over
nobody
there.
watches. No offense, nobody watches it for the. They watch it for you.
I think
But
they
that-
watch it. For
Your food is
both.
incredible, so that just speaks to how good you are on camera. She's just such an awesome person. So
Lyndon Hatton had a really good question, so don't want to miss it. It says, "How should we, as parents of typical children, educate our kids about stimming in public? To ignore or smile and go about the meeting?" So I am a people person, and so Asa and Isaiah always give me a hard time because I try to make eye contact with whoever's sitting next in the booth next to me or something because I want to talk to them.
right.
So for me as a mom, smile and make eye contact with me, and then I'll tell you all about it. Even if you don't want to hear about it. But some people may not want that. I mean, it just depends on your personality. I like to talk and tell them all about everything. Right?
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
there's no recommendation for you there because sometimes you're gonna talk to the person that's
I
having.
think you need to kind of feel out the situation. I mean, if someone has a smile on their face, then obviously smile back at them. If they seem kind of stressed, it might be, a high moment, so they may not want to deal with that right now. I never really have those moments though, like not out in public anyway.
Isaiah Cooking Kelly said she's your number one fan. And she
Well, that just makes complete sense because I'm such a lovable guy. Also,
Okay.
I'm super humble.
Betsy Norris, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "How do you maintain friendships with other autism families when they have radically different ideas than you, like stim suppression, vax?" Well, I'm only friends with
That's a
people that
great-
believe like me. No.
It's a great question because that comes up a lot.
A lot. Okay, so Abigail's school is a private.
And we won't name any names here, but you
Right.
can give specifics on what different what friends believe and stuff.
So it's a private school, and it's a school for kids with autism, and so obviously you have parents from all backgrounds, and we have all different beliefs, and parents have they do different therapies than other kids. Obviously, they all believe in ABA because it is an ABA based school. With ABA comes like different tiers, I think,
Well, I think
of different
yeah.
paths that you can go down. There's the holistic approach, which deal more with like Taka and that group. And then there are Autism Speaks people. And then there's kind of people who don't really, that would be us. We don't really follow any group.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a group that we follow. Nothing wrong with those groups. If that's, I am all autism awareness and autism acceptance.
We're
If
really
there's-
cautious about enthusiasts, and there's when someone's strongly opinionated about and everybody else is wrong except for people that share their same opinion. Generally speaking, they're not 100% right. Usually, what I found is that middle ground, right?
Yeah.
Are the people that are more in line, more in tune with reality. When you have people that are like holistic is the only way. And I think you're missing out on a lot of other opportunities, whether it be medication or therapy or anything else.
Right.
But then if you're like, oh, just cure my kid, just give them therapy, whatever they need, cure my kid, then you're missing out on the potentials of your kid. On the person that your kid could be,
Right.
because you're over therapizing them and over them.
Right.
Therapize. I made that up. So
We can tell.
you got to find that middle ground. But okay, so yeah, back
Like
to the
my
topic.
best friend, because we talk about this stuff all the time. She's considered crunchy, okay, but she's not like so crunchy that she and I can't relate. So I don't have a problem with the things she does with her boys, and she doesn't have a problem with the things that I do with Abigail.
Yes, like vegans, Fox. That's what crunchy. Yeah, crunchy.
She is not that
Not-
crunchy.
It's not even that
No,
crunchy.
but she's definitely into the more natural products for her kids to help them get through the day with anxiety and that kind of stuff. Food, one of them's gluten-free, one is not. But she's not strict on the things that they eat. But she's definitely, the other day somebody was spraying Lysol and she about had a panic attack, which I'm like, what's wrong with spraying Lysol? Things like that. But we enjoy each other's company and we can overlook those things. And I don't know, I feel like we learn to just love each other for who we are.
I think, but then you're like, dang, you're a good mom. Like, how can you criticize a friend that is such a good? Now they're a bad parent. You shouldn't be their friend. I mean, get better friends. But no, you know, I don't know. Somebody that's doing everything they can for their child, that's a good mom.
Right. Right.
Regardless if you agree with everything that they're doing or not. So there you go.
Someone asked, what does crunchy mean?
Crunchy is like
People that spend way too much money on food.
like all natural like deodorant, so it really doesn't work. No.
Okay, yeah. All natural deodorant and only non GMO natural, grown on the face of a rock on the shores of Ireland lettuce, and those those kind of things. I don't know. We make fun of it because that's not us, but I'm not making fun of you guys if you're crunchy. More power to the
Doritos
crunchy.
should be non-GMO.
They should be non-GMO.
Yeah, organic. She's been to food.
It's so much.
But
further.
then her kids
it's so much worse than organic.
But then her
my
kids
mom's crunchy.
Yes, your mom is crunchy. But then my best friend's kids also eat Arby's and Zaxby's, and so she's not like 100% crunchy.
Right. And we have a people that are very very holistic. So Shy Girl, I know you've commented multiple times. It's not the camera, I promise you. It's YouTube. About it. I'm so sorry. I wish
What's
we could.
the opposite of crunchy? Us, not crunchy.
Mushy. Lightly. Smoothie. Somebody said smoothie. All junk food. Oh, you guys are amazing.
Okay.
What are we talking about? We're still talking about stims here. Stimming behavior. We got off topic. Not really, because that's in line
Andrea
with it.
Cope, do you have special drills in place for fire drills? My 6-year-old son wants to know. So Abigail's school, just like a regular public school, they do have fire drills, which is interesting. I've been at the school in meetings before, and the kids do pretty well. The alarms don't seem to freak them out that much. Moving with a little more quickness is not their forte.
Right.
But they get out and they do a good job during their fire alarms.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Melanie Singh said she can't see or hear us. Can you type to Melanie Singh in live chat and just to restart her YouTube app?
Do I do that or Isaiah?
I can do that.
Isaiah can do it too, because she might see it a little easier. What happens if she got on and then got back up,
Yes, YouTube is having technical difficulties.
You'd think.
I've heard from a couple of different people this week that have tried streams that it's been hard. So, 1217 Wicked. Does Abby ever get violent in teachers' injuries? I am a special ed teacher and on my 4th concussion this school year. Any ideas to minimize when you love the kids and want to protect? Well, Abby, no. She does not injure herself or others. And there is specialized training that you can get to help kids. It's, not just like PCM training. There's training that would help you out with that. So that's what I would suggest. Because you obviously don't want them to hurt you or themselves.
PCM is, of course, for a highly trained person it's well experienced. And and every child doesn't need it either. It's, would you say most children don't need it?
Yes.
Yeah, most.
Someone asked if we ever had to stop being friends with someone at Abby's school because we thought had different views. No. We just all each other's views. We know, some people vaccinate, some don't. Doesn't really matter to me which way you go. For me to make that decision for you. You know what's best for your child and for your family, and so
I mean, we're Sweden, you know. That's not. Priscilla is the PAC president.
I'm the PAC president.
You know, Parent Action Committee president. We are Sweden. It's our jobs, even to as a family, to be supportive of everyone. You know, and if we feel, if you're giving your kid bleach, I mean, we're gonna tell you to stop being stupid because we're your friends.
Okay, no.
You know?
Them bleach, then we're gonna have to turn them into child.
I'm just saying that's a thing. I'm just saying. It was an example. Okay.
That was a terrible example.
I'm doing something dumb. We're gonna tell you you're doing something dumb, but out of love and because we're your friends. Yeah, I wouldn't stop being friends or stop communicating with somebody. Something they were doing that they thought was better for their child.
Right.
Yeah.
Shy Girl Now, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your super.
So much, Shy Girl.
Sweden, you mean Switzerland?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I say Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're neutral. We're Switzerland. I'm pretty sure Sweden's pretty neutral, too. I mean, come on.
Hold on. There was... hold on. I'm sorry.
What are you looking for?
There's someone
I can't look at anything. This is dead. I'm dead.
There. Okay, here we go. Running Pingu. Please answer. I am 19 years old. I am high-functioning autistic. I find it hard to fit in as an adult with my stimming. Do you have any suggestions? I guess my biggest suggestion would be if you know maybe that you're going to be in an environment that make those stims increase, maybe you could figure something out to help yourself relax before you go there.
I would hook up with here's the problem with that, guys, is that we're not autistic adults.
Right. And I can't ask
we
Abigail.
live in a different world than you do. Abigail is on a different functional floor. So it's very hard for us to relate. As the type of people that we are, we can look at a like, what's your problem? Stop staring at my kid, or we'll explain to him. She has autism. That's why she's doing that. It's not a big deal to us. I would definitely recommend, I'd recommend hooking up with Indie Andy. Indie, I-N-D-I-E, Andy. He is an autistic adult. And is it That Aspie World?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it's that or, I think it's That Aspie World. Those are two guys I would definitely talk to. I know there's a lot more out there. I'm not discrediting anybody else. I just know them, so I've watched their videos.
Somebody wanted to know, Brandy, which of Abby's stims are the hardest to deal with in public? So that would be the yelling.
Yeah.
Anything else imposing on anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't. That's just her.
And only if it's like that repetitive, constant yelling.
Yeah.
Like her little out noise every once in a while. It's whatever.
Go,
Yeah.
Like that's really cute. It's the one that's so much louder that's not cute, and you're just, oh my gosh. And so
it startles people.
It does.
It scares them when she does it because it's that loud.
So funny story. We took Abigail. This has been, I think, 2 years ago. We took Abigail to a Japanese restaurant, and I don't know if every country has this, but so here it's called hibachi, and you sit at this table. So you might sit with strangers. So there's typically 10 seats.
Right.
So it would be the 4 of us, and then 6 other people that we wouldn't know. The chefs come out, and they do like a little show when they are cooking for you, and they cook right in front of you, and there's like fire and all this stuff. So Abigail, the guy came out, he put a blindfold on, and he starts spinning his knives. And as he does that, he like throws one of the knives up in the air, and Abby yells, does her yelling stim. I've never seen anyone. He threw his blindfold off. He's like, oh, you scared me.
I think he thought that he stabbed somebody.
Yeah, I think he thought that he stabbed someone. So he was like, yeah, and we were dying laughing. I felt so bad. I was like, that poor guy.
I just need your phone.
She ruined his whole show.
That was hilarious.
And he does not do that show anymore. He's like, and he remembers Abigail.
Although that might have been like the best prank ever. Thank you. So.
And,
That's
you know,
accidental.
so there's a language barrier typically when we go there. So when we try to explain that she has autism, like they don't always understand what we're saying, what that means. And which is weird to me because obviously autism's in every country. It's not like it's a United States thing. But, you know, they don't always get it. And so they don't understand what she's doing or what she's got going on. So it was so comical though that she freaked that guy out.
Okay, so it's for the autistic adults out there that are having a hard time in public. It's the Aspie World. I'm sorry. Dan is the creator over on the Talk to Dan. I would definitely comment on some of his stuff. He's got a lot of really great videos, content for you guys specifically. I would check it out. I like watching his videos because it gives me a better understanding of a world that we're just not super familiar with. So.
Chelsea Brown, it's not much, but I love watching your channel and supporting you and your family. You brighten up my day and have taught me so much about autism and loving unconditionally. Thank you. Thank you. Aw, Melanie.
Oh, Melanie, you got on.
Finally, she says, love you guys for who you are and the difference you make.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Melanie. Melanie is also a Patreon. She is a Patreon supporter. She's a patron over there. We appreciate you so much for the support.
Julia Rose, everyone in this chat go vote for Fathering Autism for the Shorty Awards. Yes, do that. Not right now. Like wait till we're finished with the live chat. then you can go do that.
Yeah.
But
the link for the Shorty Awards is down in this video description. Check
and
that
we
out.
appreciate you guys voting so much.
It blows my mind every day. Like I go on Twitter every morning. You know, I sit down and have my coffee. I go on Twitter and time I spend scrolling through and clicking the heart to like every one of your tweets, and then some of them I'll comment on, stuff like that. So you guys are just
So I don't know.
awesome.
I mean, I don't know how channels are doing, or they're not all channels. Some of them are
it doesn't
Instagram pages.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. You know,
because we have so much love and support from, it doesn't. I don't care anymore. I love the amount of support that we're getting from our community.
Yeah.
You guys make me tear up all the time.
Although if you do put a
Don't know if you know, kind of a crier.
A little bit.
Dad loves when people do those more personalized messages on Twitter posts and stuff.
Yeah, when you guys there's a guy, Sean. He does like a custom message every day on there. Hilarious, love it. A lot of times he's giving Isaiah a hard time. Those are my favorite ones.
Hey Jennifer, I went to high school with Jennifer in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. So thanks for checking it out. It's getting dusty in here, Neil K says. Neil, I bet Neil's a crier.
Something in my eye.
Katie Woods, please. Why does Abby sit in weird positions? That's one thing my mom tries to get me to stop, but it literally makes me feel better. But she thinks I'm cutting off circulation. We can't ask her. We could ask her, but she wouldn't answer us.
Yeah.
But I would assume it's for the same reason that you probably do it, because it feels good to her. So I wouldn't stop. I mean, you're gonna know if it's cutting the circulation off. But I'm not your mom, so you have to listen to your mom.
Abby's in bed, guys. If you're coming in late here, Abigail is asleep.
Yeah, it's what time is it here?
It's 10:30.
10:30. So yeah, she's in bed. Abby blinks her eyes when she yells. Is that part of the stim? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see her sometimes. She'll go. Do that right?
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
It's not as cute as Abigail, but
yeah.
that is one of her stims, and it's super cute.
Has everybody seen the video where we yell stims, tried to duplicate them?
Your mic is messing up. It's not our microphone. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about it.
Sorry.
Someone asked earlier, why don't we get softer lighting, because they noticed Abby blinks a lot in the house, but I think that's just one of her other stims that she.
Right. We've actually pulled light bulbs out of the overhead light in the kitchen. All of our LED lights, they're all warm white, the softer lighting rather than daylight. Even the under the cabinet lights in the kitchen are warm white, and we keep those on during the day instead of the overhead light, unless Priscilla's cooking. Help out, with her eyes. It's always, you guys know how it is. It's always always a challenge. We're always thinking about what we can do to help her out.
Yep. Why does Abby always take off her shoes when she sits down? Because she doesn't like.
Yeah, that's probably a sensory thing. I would think.
Yeah.
She just,
Although Summer, her best friend, doesn't like shoes either. So Summer's stim.
yeah. Someone was saying no to LEDs. You can actually buy LEDs in different colors, and you would not know a difference if you came into our house between an LED and an incandescent bulb.
Somebody said they about the gagging. So when Abigail's around, we don't talk about the gagging. She's not here right now.
Yeah.
Abigail.
We spell it out.
Yeah, Abigail. Gagging. We've come to realize that she likes the sensation in her throat. So she likes to put her hand down and she thrusts it back and forth until she throws up. So that's why she has to wear the jacket sometimes, because obviously we don't want to have her. That's not healthy. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole gagging stem that we talk about.
Yeah. Peyton asking about Abby's jean jacket. There are a few videos, Peyton, I would go check out because there's a lot of long explanation there. Go check out a few videos that we've done on Abigail's pajamas. If you search for in YouTube, you put in there autism pajamas, and we got like 2 or 3 videos that pop right up on the top. So super easy. You'll get a good idea of everything that goes on. Yes, the gagging is getting better, but it comes and goes.
So thankfully, we have ABA, and they keep graphs and data on everything. So the last time she did the gagging behavior, it was in 2014. Lasted for 6 months. Well, now she's pretty much over it. Mm-hmm. I mean, not 100%, but pretty much. But it's been 6 this time as well. Mm-hmm. So, Teresa Dooley, Priscilla, did you do a cooking video this weekend? Yes, we will have a Pots, Pans, and Priscilla video out tomorrow. And then we'll have another one coming out on Tuesday. No, not Tuesday.
Depends on you cook, babe. That's it depends. Definitely every Sunday. That's my guarantee is every Sunday. It really depends on how often we cook, and it's right now we're doing 4 videos a week on the Fathering Autism channel, and if we do 2 on Priscilla's channel, that's 6 videos a week. So that is a full-time YouTuber, right? That's what full-time YouTubers do. That's tough. So we'll see. Yeah. Definitely 1 a week on her channel, though. Definitely, without a doubt. You guys aren't going to want to miss the next 2, though. You're really going to like these recipes. Like stuff you've been waiting for. Trust me.
Priscilla do a vegan recipe for PP&P. So my response to that is,
no.
Family would not enjoy nothing that I can cook right now. My dad's coming in a few weeks. He's vegetarian, but maybe we could do a vegan. I don't know. But I don't go to vegetarian and vegan channels and tell them to cook a ribeye for me. So
right.
No, we'll see. We will see. Vegan SOS recipe. I don't think that that's a thing.
Your family eats really good when we do pots, pans, and that's awesome.
What happens when you run out of familiar recipe? Does the family become guinea pigs?
Yeah.
So a lot of
we were watching Cooking Channel this morning though, like ooh.
I'm trying to think. Like some of the recipes that I've made on Pots, Pans, and Priscilla are not normal recipes for us. They were new recipes.
Yeah.
So.
And there's nothing that she makes that she hasn't modified in some way, shape, or form. Like she makes everything hers. Like these are all, all pretty much Priscilla. I think maybe other than the dessert one. Your apple dumplings. Your apple dumplings is pretty much like.
Yeah.
Gosh, you guys. If you haven't made apple dumplings, her apple dumplings, go to her channel, the Pots, Pans, and Priscilla channel, and check that out. You have to make that. Holy cow, they're good.
Any updates on the food truck? Someone didn't watch a video. Way to bring up old stuff.
Thanks. You're like a plumber, Erica. Bringing up old crap. You get it?
Oh my god. That's so not nice.
The food truck is. We sold the food truck. That is no longer a thing. So thanks for bringing that back up.
We're not really mad at you.
No, we're not mad.
Oh, there's Dawn
is
Foster.
okay.
Dawn Foster says dumplings were delicious.
Yeah.
Dawn Foster is one of the amazing people that works at Abigail's school, guys.
Yep,
So
she has
everybody-
Abigail every day.
Everybody say hi. She is side by side with that little angel every single day.
She
So
said
the other
blame the sub box, not me.
what?
Blame the sub box, not me.
What does that mean?
She didn't get the
She
video.
didn't get the video.
Oh.
Notification.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say something. Yes, Isaiah's reading comments. He can.
Yeah, he's in the background over here.
He can get rid of
He's
them if he needs to.
he's got the comfortable position.
Hi there. How
He's
you
working.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fathering Autism.
He's on his laptop monitoring, just in case there's trolls or mean people.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Nope, I lost it again.
Someone actually said,
Woo,
"Man, this
girl.
makes my."
Old age, huh?
Someone said this makes my head hurt reading all these comments. I was like, "How do you think I feel? I read every single one."
Oh.
Oh, I cannot remember what it. Oh, I got it again. The RV trip. Okay, somebody commented today because Ace is like, "Oh, comment down below with hashtag Moss RV trip 2017 or whatever year we're in, 2018." This is the problem. They said, "Oh, the joys of owning your own business. You can just leave whenever you want," which is funny to me because that was my reason for not being able to go on the RV trip because
That's the reason why we don't go on many trips at all.
we don't have the type of owning our own business that we can just leave whenever we want, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't get like paid vacations. Stuff like if I don't work,
Right.
we don't make money. So
Yeah.
that stuff doesn't exist for us. So, but I still want to do it.
Yeah.
Hashtag Moss RV trip. Woo! Let me see it. Come on. High five on that.
Yeah, it's great.
We're
I want to
doing
do
it.
it too.
We're
but,
doing it. I am changing the goal. Oh, I'm changing. I'm
Oh my
sorry, that was
gosh.
aggressive. I'm changing the goal on Patreon for Moss RV trip.
Oh my lordy. It feels so cool.
Guys, I'm so excited about the Moss RV trip.
You have to say it more enthusiastic than that when you're using my tagline.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh! So all these people are doing hashtag Moss RV trip, but YouTube is flagging them as inappropriate.
Oh, that's funny.
They do
See,
that with
even
hashtags.
YouTube thinks it's
Fun
inappropriate.
fact, guys. So when we go to our channel and check out our channel, there are comments section, and then there is the held for review section, and then there's a likely spam section. If you use the words autism or autistic in your comment, oftentimes your comment gets. But the only comments I find in the held for review and likely spam section are either trolls using swear words or people using words autism or autistic.
But if
you go.
you use a swear word and you spell it incorrectly, it gets through.
Yep.
Don't tell them that.
So you can say some kinds of terrible things and not know how to spell, and you're good to go. But if you use the word autism or autistic, YouTube thinks you're spamming. So for those of you that think that YouTube that the demonetization thing isn't about autism or autistic, it is. I promise you. They've
And it's funny when we tweet to them, they fix it way
you guys
faster.
are awesome on Twitter, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, because this morning I tweeted like, "Oh, cool! 2 at one time, YouTube. Your bot's working overtime." And you guys retweeted it, and it was like, boom! They reversed the demonetizations.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
So thank you for
My
that.
Twitter fam. I love Twitter. I'm new to Twitter. You may not know it, but I am.
We
And I
can
love you
kind of
guys on
tell.
Twitter.
Hey guys, you are the cutest couple.
Aw.
Kelly told me to tell you that.
Hey Mosses from Tasmania, Australia. Tassie Devils. I'm studying psychology. Will be looking into ABA jobs when I graduate. Love you guys. That's so cool, Brianna. That's awesome. And thank you so much for the super chat. We really, really appreciate it. All right. Erica E said, accept my penance. We will. Tangent off stimming. Do you have go-to activities when you feel like you're overwhelmed? Play piano, guitar, or go to the beach? Good question. Because that could have to do with, that actually could fall right in line with stimming. Because like today, it's like, oh my gosh, the yelling is just constant.
I know.
And so go-to activities.
So she was super high strung even before we went to the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
Then we took her to the bowling alley. Oh my gosh. So I feel like that was a parent fail on our end.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, you're overstimulated today. Well, here, let's throw you into a bowling alley.
We have no problem telling each other, though, as far as our coping mechanism personally for that. Like, Priscilla and I have no problem telling each other, I need a break.
Yeah.
I need a break. And like, so we'll take turns, basically. Like, I'll go sit on the patio. Priscilla might go upstairs or whatever. Or, I'll take Abby out. Like, I'll take her with me. Like, I'll be running up to the store, so I'll take her with me in the car so Priscilla can get a break and just sit on the couch and stare at her phone and just decompress. That would be, I think it's, we don't have the luxury of doing anything big. Like, I'm going golfing. Yeah, that's not happening. It's like an all-day thing. Are you kidding? But
Grown-up timeout.
Exactly.
Dan, was that Tagalog?
Yes, it was.
That doesn't work